I chose Pranalife Yoga based on just really researching a bunch of different trainings.
This is a training that is so beneficial, whether or not you want to become a yoga teacher, just to deepen your practice, to gain a better understanding of the philosophy behind yoga, all of the teachings, because in a lot of the classes you don't get that option.
Another thing I really like about Asia is how adaptable she is, how she's always asking us questions and seeking our feedback, and then kind of modifying her lesson plan around that.
She has a really comprehensive understanding, I think, too, of how to tie in not only the traditional aspects of yoga practice, but also taking in modern research.
It makes us stronger as teachers in getting the knowledge that we actually need.
This is probably one of the most interesting times to get into yoga, especially as a teacher, because the opportunities are bigger than they've ever been. So when I designed the yoga teacher training, we absolutely dive into the postures and the movement practice and get you really clear on that. But beyond that, training with chiros, with physiotherapists, because they're all involved in interesting, creative, effective, engaging ways of being in your body, including injury prevention and recovery, including back expert Stu McGill to create movement that really protects the spine, that builds great core. Even if people come just because they're more interested in why they're moving the way they're moving and they're not necessarily interested in becoming a teacher, the course ends up being deeply interesting because that's really what we explore. What are we doing? Why are we doing? How do you apply it to real bodies? And then eventually, how do you teach that in a class in a way that's useful? And I don't know that teacher training has ever really been that immersive before. To me, it's fascinating.
She's very much about making yoga something that is relaxing and best for your body.
Resist the temptation to start taking this shape. Stay in that shape and find the core strength. You'll feel it right in here. There you go, okay? Now turn those toes under and look. There, beautiful.
The toolbox that she's given us is not just her. She gave us so many incredible resources as well.
I know I was someone who actually owns a yoga studio, and I was saying I was getting my teacher training, and I said, yeah, we worked with an opera singer to learn how to project her voice, and he was like, whoa, what, really? That's amazing. It's really important, but I'm sure a lot of trainings don't include that.
Things that we wouldn't even think of that would be so useful.
Stop! Alright, stop. Hold on. Oh, these guys are itching for this stuff. Come out.
Scoop, scoop, walk, 4, 3, 2, 1. Scoop, scoop, walk, 4, 3, 2, 1. See how fluid you can make that accent. Make it part of your movement and your step. Flow.
And different ways that she set us up for success in dealing with things that we didn't even know would be a problem. They won't be a problem at this point because we've already dealt with them before they've ever come up.
So in this lovely bag, we have a whole whack of scenarios that may or may not happen to you in your career as a yoga teacher.
And you're stepping over an obstacle. So it's over just a nice obstacle.
The other piece is how convenient this teacher training is. It's run every other weekend. It's from 9 to 4. It doesn't take away from my time with my kids at home. I'm not having to commit to evenings or, for example, month-long trainings. Instead, it fits really easily into my life and my schedule.
She gives you the time and the space to figure it out by yourself.
I like my teachers to be able to kind of take a bite and then work with it and come back for more and more and have the time to apply it.
Having that opportunity to sit back, learn from it, and discuss with like-minded individuals was pivotal for me. I would definitely recommend it.
The other thing that I really wanted to do was encourage a little more diversity in the yoga community. Parents, older folk, people from different backgrounds. A lot of times I get this question from people, like, oh, I really want to take your training, but I don't know if my practice is strong enough. And I think my job is to move you from good to great. Some of my strongest students have been not standard yoga bodies. Size, age, range of motion, bone structure, right? What we do in my teacher training is pared down to those basics. And if there's a disconnect between a posture and a body, the problem's with the posture. And what we do is learn how to change the posture to fit that body. And my hope is that that means a greater diversity of people will come take the training and then enrich the yoga community with their perspective.
I only kind of truly understand yoga now after taking the course, even though I've been practicing on my own mat for 8-9 years now.
The thing that makes a really great yoga teacher is the experience that they can create for the people that they teach.
Being in a yoga room where you feel completely at ease, but know that you're really being led properly, she teaches you how to do that.
Like, you don't even need to want to do this full time in order to benefit from this training. Every single person on the planet should go through this training.